As fun as it all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window, ordinary, slight, and innocuous. But for me, that thin boundary was a looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden filled with the smiling faces of my friends could not extinguish the creeping feeling clawing its way up my spine, each hair standing on end. The feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I didn't protest, I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I simply and sullenly walked into that room, climbed the few steps into the top bunk and then waited. As an adult, I would be telling everyone about my experience, but even at that age, I felt almost silly to be talking about something which I really had no evidence for. I would be lying, however, if I said this was my primary reason. I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so much as spoke of it. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that second night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere, a thickening of the air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk, that word, a word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. Annie Wersching, an actress best known for her work in 24, Bosch, Runaways and voicing the character Tess in the video game The Last of Us, died January 29 at the age of 45 following a battle with cancer. Born and raised in St. Louis on March 28, 1977, Wersching started her acting career in 2002 with a guest appearance on Star Trek, Enterprise, and continued racking up credits on Frasier, Angel, Charmed, Boston Legal, and Supernatural. In 2009, she was cast as FBI Special Agent Renee Walker on the 7th season of 24, and in 2013, Wersching voiced the character Tess in the video game The Last of Us, who is played by Anna Torv in HBO's adaptation. Wersching's other notable credits include Julia Brasher on Bosch, Emma Whitmore on Timeless, Leslie Dean on Runaways, and the Borg Queen on Star Trek, Picard. Actress Lisa Loring, best known for her role as Wednesday on The Addams Family, died January 28 at age 64 in Burbank, Calif. According to a statement from her friend Laura Jacobson, Loring had suffered a massive stroke caused by smoking and high blood pressure 4 days earlier. Eventually, her family decided to take her off life support. Born Lisa Ann de Keynes in 1958 in the Marshall Islands, Loring grew up in Hawaii before emigrating to California with her mother. She made her debut as a child model at the age of 3, and a year later landed her first television role on the series, Dr. Kildare. Soon after, the young actress joined the cast of The Addams Family, a short-lived series. It ran for only 2 seasons, but its imprint on popular culture remained for a long time. Her version of Little Wednesday, much more upbeat than Christina Ricci's or Jenna Ortega's, may surprise today, but she was faithful to cartoonist Charles Addams' original